to us. Ready to talk to us? All right, here we go. So talk to David's phone as part of what you do.
Right, well, as I said previously, it's a great pleasure to be asked to come and do the card grading again. This is the third time that I've had the pleasure of doing it, and I can honestly say that this is the best group of Leicesters I've seen in those 3 visits. Look, it's a pleasure to come and see the sheep. They've basically been in good condition. They've been well presented in the past. Some of them have been very daggy and haven't looked the best, to be honest. But this time, all the sheep were well presented, and it's a great credit to the owners. The sheep overall, as I said, there's no doubt they're the best lot I've seen in the 3 card gradings I've done. I know we had a couple of whites and some yellows, but basically the number of blues and the reds we've had is a great credit to the breeders. Look, I've been asked the question several times, how do they compare to the sheep at home? And there's no doubt your good sheep you could take home and put in our paddocks and you wouldn't tell the difference. There's no question about that. And don't worry, we've got poor sheep at home. We've got yellow and white graded sheep at home as well, so everyone has them. But your standard is very good. There's just no doubt about that. Two points I'll make. Overall, this is overall impression. Watch your mouths with the sheep, the overshot teeth business, and watch the hocks. Those are 2 things that have come to me in looking at all these sheep. The 2 issues I see that could raise their head a bit: mouths and hocks. Look, we've all got minor faults. Who's bred the perfect sheep, I ask? And none of us can put our hand up. So, look, as I said, it's been a great pleasure to come and do it. Anne and I appreciate the friendship. It's the people you meet, and we've really enjoyed it. So thank you very much.
It's been a great honor and a privilege to be here, and I'm excited about this. It's a different world than I'm in. This is the first card grading I've done. I've been around some similar in different breeds, but this is the first card grading. I think it's absolutely the right format for this breed, because this breed needs to make sure and keep branching out as much as you can with limited genetics. And what happens when we pick a champion or supreme champion is everybody wants to breed that one, and then the genetic tree doesn't fork, and we end up seeing offshoots of genetic defects that we don't want. So I think this is the right platform. I think it's the right forum. I want to commend the association for being to have the foresight to get out. I think it's important that y'all continue to do that. The store, I think, has been a huge success this week over here, and I think that you're going to see some realized returns and some unrealized, because I think as you go down the road that you're going to find that you're going to have people calling you up at Christmas to buy some of this stuff, and when the word gets out, but you've got to get out, and you've got to find these neat spots like this and these destinations to make it vacation. And I think, I don't know if the article was ever put out or whatever, but I wrote an article about whether you should stay and show, or stay home, or should you go show. And one of the things I put in there, it's not about the ribbons you take home. You know, they collect dust. They set in a barn. The big trophies set on the mantle, but the other stuff just goes to the barn and gets in the box. It's the memories, and it's the camaraderie, and it's the people you meet, and the breeders, and that's what I'm trying to challenge you as an association is I don't expect you to go to every show, but get out, be seen, so you can find people and you can find new members, and the camaraderie, the fellowship, the friendships that you develop are what's important. As far as the sheep, I think they're outstanding. I've been able to judge your breed for probably the last 11 to 12 years, maybe 13. I don't remember what year was the first year I saw them in Maryland. But I've got to say that the quality is deeper than what I had expected to see. I think there's a lot of good individuals here, and what I like about it is with a limited genetic gene pool, it seems like we got some genetic variants here that we can work with. To reiterate what he's saying, he said there's three things for me that Malthus work on. The back hocks we do need to work on as a breed. I wouldn't just hold one for it, but I would start working on that. And the third thing is, and we've talked about it, I think everybody and I've discussed it, we're talking about these extra teats. I would not just stop and full go look at it. We talked about, hey, you can trim them and clip them and all that. That's fine. But what I'm saying is as you get the chance and you get those genetic, 4 or 5 individuals that are really good, if you have the one that has the 2 teats and doesn't have the extra, let's try to keep accelerating that. The reason I say it is twofold. That's 2 different breeds that I've worked with. I've been able to see those 2 teats become 4 extra little teats, and then it becomes a problem. And in the Bordeaux industry, it's an absolute disaster what we're looking at with the amount of teats and teat formations and unfunctional teats and things like that. So I'm not saying to focus on, I don't want you just to select completely against that, but I want you to focus. When you've got 2 and you can't figure out which one to breed, maybe that's there, the teeth's there, the back deal. But I think y'all did a wonderful job. It has been an honor and privilege. I love your association. I love your board. I've done a couple of things with you before. It's been an honor to be able to get to know Joan and work with her and my Aussie friends.
It's been a true honor. Thank you.
Those are tough act to follow. I want to approach this as being very humbled to be in their presence and for all the knowledge that they have. And I hope I was able to contribute something, but I still feel like a member, not an evaluator. But I've just been at it longer than you guys have. I know what works, I know what doesn't work. There's a lot of mistakes you can make with breeding. One thing I want to tell you is, okay, we've evaluated your sheep. We've told you what needs improvement, what's good about them, but just keep this in mind. When you try something new to make a better sheep, it's not going to happen overnight, it's not going to happen in 1 year. You're lucky if it does, and you're going to get outstanding animal, and the pairing work. But just don't get discouraged. You can keep improving with some of these other rams or some other ewes, or keep trying different combinations, and eventually it'll get work. I just now, after 30 years of breeding these sheep, have what I consider blue cards in my mind. But it took me 30 years to get there. Some of you with your breeding stock, it's not going to take that long. But just be very aware of pedigrees, how you breed these animals. If they got faults, be very cautious of how you use them and how you care them. And you're blessed, guys. You're doing a fabulous job from what we've seen. I'm very impressed with what you have. And thank you for asking me.
I'm sorry, I'd just like to add something else. It's been a great pleasure to work with Zane and Joan. Now, I think it's a great credit to your association, and am I correct in saying this is the first time you've had one of your members doing the card grading? Well, I think that's a great credit to your association, and it shows the depth and maturity of the members you have got and the knowledge that they've got. And I congratulate you for getting one of your members to do the card grading. That's not saying Joan is the only member that can do the card grading. I'm sure there are others that can do it, and I encourage you to do it. But it is great to see your association use one of your members to do the card grading. I think it's a great credit to your association to do it. So well done, Joan.
Thank you, everyone. We're making our way back over to the mic. I think we've all agreed that she's better on the mic than I am. But we do have a picture. We're going to take a picture. We're going to bring some of our, we're going to bring our white blue card out and a black blue card out and get our picture taken and all together. And
You can't grade enough.
the Rams will be card grading you guys. We're going to see how well you walk around that arena.
Okay. So we're going to bring those 2 animals out and get a picture of our evaluators with those animals. Then I'd like to get anybody who's on the board of directors who's here to come in get a picture with the evaluators of the two sheep. And then any members who are still here, because I really should have thought about this last night. We should have done a picture at the end of the meeting, but we'll do a group picture as well.
Well, the rest of practice got all this.
Well, it did, true, but there are no sheep there. So, any members want to mention anything about what they think about the cart grading, how they feel? Are they happy? Are you going to go home and look at your animals now? And
I will just say this, you, keep it up. Keep it up. Great, doing it right. Call when necessary.
very good. And as the president, I'm going to encourage you again to try to do whatever you can to get together with other Leicester breeders. It doesn't have to be something big like this. It could be, let's get together and make lamb chili. Have a cooking class.
That's why I suggested the regional.
Right.
You've got to get on, David's got to get on, you guys easily come in the sheep and the pig, because you've got the eye.
It's just an opinion. Yeah. Right.
She's starting to like me. She was a woman.
But do that, do get your regional people together.
Yeah, but as a national group, we really have to all work for this breed.
I really like to see a lot of the other sheep.
Yeah.
This was just a small representation.
Yeah. But a huge hand to the people who brought sheep, because it's not easy. It's a lot of work to bring those animals. And Brenton, I counted, and I've got about 25 folks who have said they're interested in coming to England. So,
I know that the 25 here, because they won't say no to you.
well, let's hope not. But I hope everyone's saving their pennies for England, because it'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Well, I would say that here was our great exhibition behind you. And I think we'll try to hold one so she gets a picture. Although the owner might not. Yeah, the problem is I'm not getting the bloods.
Get over there.
Oh, yeah, but this is beautiful. Anybody else? Oh, there we go. Look at the Okay, and we have the board of directors to go in. Allison, no,
Okay. Yep, Allison, David, Carol Ann. And I'm kind of kneeling. Yeah, I'm telling you, you should be something that's active over there. Really? Yeah. Okay, so.
If you stand next to Zane over here.
Yeah, I smell over here, they don't want to come sit.
Everybody say she.
Shake. All right, then I'd like to have any of the members who are here. Members. We'll probably, young members can be down front. Because their knees work better than us old members.
Now you get to take the picture.
Members, yes. The two guys in the green are happy to take pictures. And Ann, I'd like you in here too. Okay, members. You look wonderful. Oh, here.
Get it here.
Come on over here. Okay. I like the two-handed approach.
Keep smiling.
Abby, do you want me to attach ribbons to everyone's back as they're walking out so they get a surprise with the rating?
What's that?
Do you want me to attach ribbons to the back of all your members' back when they walk out?
Yeah, there aren't any blues left.
Oh, I put them all away.
Yes, technically we still have an hour. We can tighten things up a little bit, but we really shouldn't.